Hello everyone, welcome to this my seventh weekly vlog. So yeah, I mean, no one's gonna watch this and actually know that it's been 3 weeks, but if you look at the time thing, you'll notice that it's been 3 weeks since my last vlog, not 2 weeks like it was supposed to be. And there are reasons which I'm going to explain in short order. So as you know, if you watched my last episode, I was on vacation from the 17th until the 27th. And so obviously I didn't make a vlog in that way because I was in France. But I actually intended to make a vlog when I got home. Now, see, here's the thing. I got very sick when I was down in France, on the last few days. I got a severe cold and it just completely ruined my voice, so I wasn't sure I would be able to make the vlog, but I actually did make the vlog on Monday, and I thought it was actually kind of fun and quirky and just, you know, very upbeat and stuff. I really liked it. But when I went to edit it, I realized that I had forgotten to turn the recording value of my microphone down. It starts at 100, and I usually keep it, I mean right now it's at 20, but I had been recording at 100, which means that just the sound quality was beyond saving. There's no way that I could have saved it, and I tried for this entire week and just nothing to do. So I just decided, you know, if I ever figure out a way to fix it, I'll do that. Otherwise, just, I don't know, I might make something fun with it. Who knows? It sucks, but these things happen, and luckily no one is missing this, but hey, whatever. This leaves me in a situation where I'm like, should I talk about what happened on the vacation, or, I mean, because I already talked about it, but you're not going to see it. Also, I still apologize for the voice because it's not quite there yet. It's coming back, definitely. I mean, last Saturday I could not speak at all. It was like I had to whisper all the time, and then Monday it was very cracky and all, but it worked. But I think what I'm gonna do today is just gonna shortly sum up the vacation in the hope that I can put out the last video somehow, and then that'll just be week 6.5, I guess. And then I'll talk about other stuff that I want to talk about. So, vacation. We went to Saint-Tropez in southern France. It was beautiful down there. It was so hot, but it was beautiful. And we just, you know, we alternated days between going out and seeing stuff and then having relaxed days. It was very nice. I was down there with my family. Well, some of my family. My mom, my father, and my brother, my little brother. And, you know, I was dreading it a lot because my family are such tourists, my mom and dad especially, but it was okay. Of course they couldn't pronounce anything in French worth a damn. I mean, I'm not saying my pronunciation is good, but it's better than theirs, definitely. And you know, of course, most people down there don't really speak English, don't speak English that well, so it was a challenge not speaking a word of French, or at least not being able to make yourself understood in French. But I learned enough to be able to ask the way to the toilets or the information booth or whatever. So if we got really lost, I could save us, but we didn't get really lost. But while their pronunciation was terrible, their pronunciation, see what I did there? The pronunciation, concerning me, was actually pretty good. I mean, my dad has gone from, I came out to them about 9 months prior to us going on the vacation, and my dad has been like, he started out pretty early by saying that he was going to start calling me by my preferred name and pronouns once I started looking like a girl. And I got pretty mad at him at that point, because, you know, I needed way more in the beginning of transition to feel like I was recognized and respected by them, way more than I do now. I mean, now it doesn't bother me if they use wrong pronouns. I don't like it, but I don't feel like at this point that they don't accept it. So I've had some struggles with my dad, but he actually, over the course of the vacation, went from, you know, almost never using the correct pronoun to about half and half, and started calling me by not my preferred name, but my actual legal name, which is just my, he at the A, I'm sure, but, you know, he has trouble with names. Really, he always calls me by my brother's name, or he sometimes calls me by their cat's name, so I'm giving him a bit of a break. My mom went from being pretty good at it to being like 95% correct pronouns and name. So yeah, nice. And I didn't hear a single thing about you know, going out dressed as a girl and acting as a girl and introducing myself as a girl. Did not comment on that even once. So yeah, that was pretty nice. And people down there are also pretty good at the correct pronouns, and mademoiselle me. So nice. Of course, you know, I was walking around down there I was showing a lot of skin because it was very, very warm down there. So I'd like to show you something. Hang on. Okay, so look at this. This is a piece of paper, normal white paper. This is my skin color after being in southern France for a week without much sunscreen on and having exposed arms all the time. I do not tan. It's a curse. The only place I got some color was on my shoulder, because that got sunburnt. Yay. But as for other things that happened, my mom was being very pushy about me going bathing, and I was like, you know, I didn't bring any bathing stuff, and I'm certainly not gonna go bathing as a guy. I mean, I could put on some shorts and t-shirt and go watering, but she was like, you know, we should just find a bikini. I'm like, sure, yeah, that'll definitely happen. Aha. But she actually managed to push me so far into buying a bikini, and actually I went swimming. In public beach, hundreds of people around, wearing a bikini and bathing shorts. It was scary. It was so scary, but it was also very, very nice. I feel very, very accomplished, and it was a huge boost to my self-confidence. So yeah, I thank her for that, for pushing me into that. It was scary. It's very I wasn't sure I was gonna do it until I actually did it, and then I did it, and it was good. So yes. Other than that, I don't even think there's anything important to tell from the vacation. You know, was hot. It was beautiful. I was a girl. I went bathing. So everything went better than expected, basically. Except that I got sick on the way home, and then ruined my vlog. Oh well. So now I can focus on what's going on in my life currently. This week, and yeah, I'm studying for exam, which starts Monday and lasts for 4 days. And I'll probably have time to make a vlog. It'll probably be a welcome break from exams. You know, it's not. We're writing 10 pages over 4 days, and I'm used to writing 9 pages over 7 hours. So I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna have time as long as I just do work early in the thing instead of just waiting until the last minute. So that's basically what's going on in my life right now. I actually wanted to talk about something else, and I'm just wondering here if I have time. Yeah, I have time, because you know, we didn't have one last week, and next week will probably be very boring. So I'm gonna talk about this now, and I hope it won't be too long. So while I was on vacation, Andrea Pritchett, I don't know how to pronounce that, changed her name to Andrea, or prefers to be called Andrea Pritchett. Basically, she came out as transgender. If you don't know who Andrea Pritchett is, she's a model, and she used to identify as male, but model both male and female fashion. The way I remember it is, she used to call herself androgynous in style, but still, you know, switching between male and female pronouns, she didn't care much. And she was a huge inspiration for me. Just seeing someone being so comfortable, you know, wearing whatever clothes they liked, and being so self-assured, basically. And I'm happy that she came out as transgender, because, you know, it seems like, from what I read, it's really positive, and her agency is supporting her, and fellow models are supporting her, so that's good. And of course, she's still an inspiration to me. I mean, you have to admire women like that. What I do not admire, though, is the reactions on Facebook to this news. I saw a lot of posts being like, "Oh, it's about time she came out as a transgender woman," or people saying, "I knew that all along." And it made me kind of angry, actually. It might seem strange, but here's why. It's not about time that she came out as transgender. Saying that it's about time makes it sound like that was in the cards all the time, like you cannot be something in between genders. Here we have someone who is identified as androgynous, basically like genderqueer, or at least non-binary gender identity. And for people to say that it's about time that she came out as transgender, I think, you know, unwittingly putting that on every non-binary person out there, and saying, well, if you're genderqueer, you know, it's just a matter of time before you find the gender identity you're most comfortable with. You know what? They have already found the gender identity they're most comfortable with. It's being outside the gender binary. It's like saying that bisexual people are moving towards either heterosexuality or homosexuality, and right now they're just in a place where they haven't decided. I mean, I see that all the time too, where bisexual people who are now in committed monogamous relationships, people are like, so you're straight now, or so you're gay now. No, I'm still bisexual. But since I'm in a committed monogamous relationship with one person, it's hard for me to actually express my bisexuality without cheating on that person. So no, I'm still bisexual. I'm just with the guy right now. It's like, and it's just erasing these gender identities and sexualities, and it's harmful. And you should stop saying that it's about time that people decide that they want to be women or men or trans or whatever, or gay or straight. You don't know their lives. And that's the second thing, like saying you always knew. No, you did not. You cannot presume to know something about a person's life that they themselves have not told you. I mean, I know I'm studying psychology. I'm going to make a living off trying to understand things about people's lives that they are not telling me, either because they don't want to or because they can't. But for people that I don't know, or just people in general that are not my actual clients, I'm not going to go out and say, I knew this all along. I did not know that she wanted to be a woman and wanted full female pronouns. And I don't know if she wants hormone treatment or whatever. I mean, some sources were obviously fixated on the sexual organs part of it all, but it surprised me. And it should surprise everyone. I remember when Ellen Page came out as gay, people were also saying, oh, well, we knew that all along. It's not helpful. You might think it's a sign of acceptance and say, oh, we're not surprised in the slightest. It's cool. We knew this, so we're not gonna change our image of you in our heads. But what it's also doing is it is negating whatever personal, emotional struggle these people might have had. Like in saying that you knew that Ellen Page was gay, you're completely glossing over the fact that it's actually been very, very hard for her to be a gay actress, high-profile actress. If you're saying you knew that all along, you're making me feel like, you would have accepted her no matter what. But the fact of the matter is that it was not accepted, and she felt like she had to hide it. And if people actually knew all along, they would have made her feel like she could have expressed it sooner, but they didn't. And that's also something that annoyed me, and I didn't know why until I thought about it on this vacation. But when I came out to people and they told me that they kind of suspected, I was like, if you suspected, then how come I never felt safe in coming out before now? Because you didn't treat me like you suspected. You treated me like you would any other guy. Saying that you suspected does not really help. And again, it kind of denies me from talking about my hardship in this. Like, I've had it really hard, and now you're telling me that you always knew. Well then, how am I going to tell you about how hard it's been? I know it's coming from a good place. I know that just people are just trying to make other people feel like it's okay and it's not going to change anything. But actually, I wanted to be treated different. I didn't want to be treated the same anymore. Because the way I was treated was like a guy, and yeah. I just felt like I was robbed of the opportunity to really talk about my feelings, because people were waving them off. You can say you had a feeling. Say you had a hunch. Say you knew that something was different, but you didn't know what. But you cannot tell me that you knew that Andrea was transgender until she actually came out and told people herself. Up until that point, you could have had a suspicion, but you could not have known. Rant over. I can also feel my voice getting kind of hoarse again, so I should probably stop recording pretty soon. Drink some tea, have some rest. I just wanted to talk about this. It was bothering me, honestly. And I'm happy for Andrea. I'm really happy. I mean, I'm glad that she has figured this out, and that she's starting, and that she's meeting so much acceptance. And holy crap, she looks good. So I mean, I cannot wait to follow that. But yeah, definitely a surprise to me, at least. So I think that's going to be it for this week. Sorry, it's not that exciting, and I realize I'm actually also very boring today, just in grays and not even any earrings or anything. I forgot. I'm just being very relaxed in reading for exams, so yeah. I'm sure I'll have more exciting stuff to talk about, especially once school begins and I start doing more exciting stuff. Yeah, no, you'll hear about that next week. I just remember something that I want to talk about, but that's next week. So, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I'm gonna make that thing. I love you. And I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you've been having a good vacation. Let's see, a take-home message from today. Take chances once in a while. Go put on a bikini or a bathing suit and go swim in the ocean. But, just make sure that you're comfortable all the way, and you should probably have people around you who know why you would want to hurry home and just hide under your covers and never come out of the door again if something goes sour. But I'm telling you, it was a pretty amazing experience, and I'm happy I did it. And I guess that can be an analogy to coming out again. Like, it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk you're taking, but it might very well pay off and make you happier for it, even though it's scary. But again, remember, you should have people around you that can pick you up and carry you home if things don't go the way you hoped. Yeah. Also, if you're walking around in southern France, you should probably put some sunscreen on your shoulders. Just saying, ouch. But if you're like me, don't put sunscreen anywhere else, because you'll not get any color whatsoever. I mean, seriously, compare today from like a month ago when I wasn't recording at night. I'm sure you can't see a difference. So if you want to get notified when my next video comes up, you can click the magical lamp up there. You can visit my sister channel, which is going to go up once I'm done with exams. I'm going to start on that project, and it's going to be kind of good. I have a scary game I'm going to play, and yeah, it's going to be terrible. You can click my jacket back here to find that. I should probably find a stationary object to put on the table that you can click every day, or I'm just going to put it somewhere. So yeah, I'll see you next week, and goodbye.